Time for the second decision here on day 5 at WGL Summer 2019. $60,000 on the line, but only prize money if you reach the top 8. And that's what it's all about. Korea versus Russia. FoCuS stepping into the ring for LP Club. And of course, his land, South Korea. He will be challenged by Cash once again, as he was in the winner bracket semi-final. That was the only match they had on this patch, and also the prior patch 1.30, so it's a new matchup for both, or a very rare matchup for both of them. LP sends in FoCuS, and from Russia comes Cash. There is a lot of discussion here. Will he play human? Will he play orc? We see the blue lights, but that should be his color. Is he going into an orc mirror again? The graphics say it, but I'm not 100% sure that this is right.
Yeah, that might just be, you know, the player info they have lined up. We have known for many years that Cash is a very good off-race player, but we've never seen it before here in China, here at WGL. Might be the first time now, and I wouldn't blame him, honestly.
Yeah, that would be the first time for a player to switch a race here at WGL Summer. Last time in winter, we've seen this so many times by Infi and TH, and I guess a few others as well. Now it could be a European. Cash could be the first he could make it real that for the first time 2 Westerners make it into the top 8. That would be a gigantic step for Western Warcraft 3.
Yeah, used to be only Foggy in the past. He's not here now. Seemed like this would be utterly impossible, but Happy, has made it, and now Cash has a chance as well. In the Orc Mirror, though, we have to think back to their previous game. One game was close, but there was a super cheesy, weird strat on Concealed that FoCuS was supposed to lose, but still won. Then we saw another as a second game, which was a straight-up normal match. And honestly, Cash was outplayed.
Yeah, absolutely. There was no doubt about that. With the Farseer, FoCuS wasn't too strong. He was a little lucky to win that map, but if he goes straight up Blade Master, Grunts Raider, Walker, Kodo, then this man is so strong. For many, many years, Lin was the dominator in that matchup. FoCuS stepped it up a lot. As we said, he defeated Cash 2-0, but then was defeated by TH 0-2 without too much of a chance, actually. So his human matchup for years and years and years, his kryptonite. Second place in the Asian qualifier, he was super strong, grinding ladder, making to one grand final. That was against Infi, where Infi played human and FoCuS lost that one. Also defeated by Chimiko once in the qualifiers. So Cash, what's it gonna be? His second WGL participation ever. He is playing human, confirmed by the graphics now, and I think that is the wisest choice that he could get. Yesterday, he was very powerful against Colorful, 2-0, not really breaking a sweat. Colorful, one of the weakest Asian players here that we've seen, and deservedly eliminated by the man from Russia, supported by MTW, as you can see.
Would be kind of outrageous if he gets to WGL in the first place by off-racing as human and now gets into the top 8 by off-racing as human. Vetoing, we see Amazonia, NI, TS, Twisted. Remaining maps are LR, Echo, and Concealed. Of course, you have to announce your race before the vetoing begins. Otherwise, it will be kind of weird. And yeah, Concealed. Our first map to start things off.
True that. So FoCuS in the past, he was at 6 Gold League tournaments, 3 out of 6 times he was eliminated by a human. Romantic twice, and TH in the summer, kicking him out of the group stage where he didn't make the playoffs. Cash last time already in a group of 6 in a round robin with a great 3rd place in a group with Moon and Infi. Can he improve on that result, or will it be one step away again? Korea versus Russia, Orc versus Human, starting map Concealed Hills. A best of 3, FoCuS wants to be the first Orc in the top 8, so does Cash, but by off-racing. Who is taking the lead in this best of 3? Who will make the first step to the prize money? Is it Cash in the blue human pants, or is it FoCuS spawning in the bottom left as his main race Orc?
And this is kind of bringing you back to that WGL decision match against Foggy. Yeah, of course he was playing against Night Elf, but it was Concealed, the deciding map. Cash, I'm pretty sure was playing blue, and it was in the top right as well. And then a rifle push marching across the map with the Paladin. Unlikely to see that here, I guess, against the Orc.
Yeah.
The MK just seems to be so powerful in almost every matchup, but especially against the Orcs. And the Night Elves, I guess. Extremely powerful.
I agree. So focus on CH. Will he play the Farseer again versus Human? There is a control magic now that makes the Wolves a little weaker in the later stages. Also, of course, you can build an Arcane Tower against that. Wolves in general, really easy to snipe. Chain Lightning, Mass AoE, does that work here? We will see about that. It was an Archmage, and it is a Blade Master. Pretty standard stuff so far. No one is going off roots, really.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting the Farseer here. FoCuS likes playing that here on Concealed. Perhaps even with some sneaky Hex creep shenanigans or something. So that might be something more against Undead. And also, Farseer harass play. Playing against it, dealing with it, can be really tricky. And if you're not that used to it, if you're not a human main race player, peasants can start dying, your lumber is going to be down in the dumpster, your tier 2 isn't going to be coming up on time. I felt like there was certainly an opening to make use and abuse, I guess, kind of, those wolves. But, well, no, that's not going to be the case. Blade Master instead shop towards the green camp. Is he not going to be picking up the claws first? No, he is. Okay.
Yeah, pretty normal stuff. Is Cash playing Hawk style ultra aggression, or will he rely on the level 2 Archmage? And that's what he's doing. Taking things a little slower, which I think is a good thing, especially in the first map, to just find your play. It's always something to practice in the practice room to get used to that setting, but you go on stage and you have to bring your A game basically immediately.
It is the claws here for FoCuS. That's a good start, taking out the entirety of the camp for plenty of experience. Now requires only a single footman, I believe, for the level up, as the AM is moving south towards the green, and there will be greeted by the Blade Master actually very early on. Does he want to dive into the Orc base, level 1, look for that second burrow? Looks like, yeah.
Looks like it. Okay, so it is pretty much early aggression. There's 2 burrows in the back. Attackable, but FoCuS blocking the way already. 1 footman can enter the Water Elemental as well. But the Archmage, should he do that? Oh, he's blocked by the Blade Master. Great control by FoCuS. Archmage already down to 50%. And now, is the damage enough without the fireballs? He is diving, maybe forced into a town portal, but the damage is enough. First burrow cancelled. Continues the attack. Archmage is
nice
trapped,
block.
though. Really nice by this Grunt, but he buys more time. Can he summon another Water Elemental? Should be time soon. Grunt is coming in with it. Oh, whoa! Playing with fire! And he gets the second one as well! He gets 1 footman, and that's level 2. Now Cash's problem, though. No shop, no healing, and a Blade Master with 2 Windwalks on the prowl.
Yeah, really scary early game. Now, moving on forward from this, the burrow cancels were very good, of course, but now what can you do? He's going to be militia creeping or footies. It is, I guess, for the level 2. But how is the AM going to heal? Well, there are fountains on this map, but of course FoCuS is looking there right now, so it wouldn't be wise to hang around over there. AM is just going to have to rely on his natural healing, which is a very, very slow. Usually you would love to go for some Shadow Priests as well, but we don't have Mercant on this map, meaning no Shadow Priest. Grunt finds the AM, doesn't want to give him the opportunity to get to the fountain, wakes up the creeps, and the Blade Master, he might be sharking around here somewhere. Cash doesn't know where he is. We do. It's Boots on the blade, actually, who wants this kill.
Oh, and he's close, but he's taking the right turn so far, at least. Water Elemental distraction. He can go to the fountain again, but do the creeps sleep already? Yes, they do. Can he hide, or does FoCuS know?
Forces are under attack.
Would love to have a Cloak of Shadows right now. But
Yeah,
actually,
that's a sentence you don't say too much.
he was evading the Grunt well enough, so now the AM has healed up back to 200 and around 50, so he should survive at least 2 Windwalks. As the Blade Master is looking for that damage, he has scroll of speed as well. He is so fast when he pops this. Still scary here for Cash. Shadon is coming out soon. What's he doing in the main?
Oh boy, there's no TP.
What?
There's no TP on this Archmage. Has to run now, but Windwalk, that looks like a big mistake. Blade Master has the speed scroll, of course, no Windwalk anymore. Can he somehow save him to
get in front?
Oh,
Mistake!
FoCuS. Can he outrun him here now?
He messed up the movement. He could have gotten in front and gotten in 2 hits with a crit that would have been a kill.
Cash running away with the black eye. There's no way he can cancel this Bestiary, especially with the Hex now, but can he force a Hex with this? He sees the totem in the back, so it's Raider Walker time. Normal stuff. Cash, TH style with Rifleman.
Continuing to creep, getting a bit more experience for this AM, who has had one hell of a scary early game. Oh, the Blade Master might be getting walled in. There we go.
Is there enough building time? No, just walks out. But Cash seems to have good macro here, good multi-screen action by the Russian.
2.5 now for this AM. What are we gonna see on tier 2? Of course, Cash has to continue creeping, kind of, but are we gonna... What else are we gonna see with this? Just rifle, priests, or are we gonna have some sorceresses as well? It's kind of weird to add sorceresses. Yes, slow is really good, but you're not gonna have enough swords for slow on everything, which is usually what you want if you are going swords.
Boots of Kalpalas and the Shadow Hunter will help the Blade Master. First Rifleman taken out. Nothing you can do about that, but there's no mana on this Blade Master. He can go into Shadow Melt, but there is dust on Cash's side. This is a kill for the human. Unexpected, man. Big boost of experience. It's only level 2, but this prevents level 3 Blade Master. This prevents level 2 Windwalk. This prevents a lot more coverage for the Orc on the map, and of course brings him a lot closer to level 3. Yes, Cash is hurt. Yes, Cash might have to heal up a bit, but that was a big, big, big play.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder, was he like not respecting Cash's human micro potential there enough? It was really quick reactions with the Stormbolt into surround. But it's not the most difficult surround ever to pull off. It's a 3-second stun, so that was... It's again, right? Thinking back to the match against TH. There he lost the Blade Master as well. Twice!
Watching too many fly replays, maybe.
FoCuS with these unnecessary slips.
But okay, more experience for the Shadow Hunter. He can still creep. It's not like that he has no progress with this Blade Master loss, but so much freedom for Cash now. Level 3, level 2, clap unlocked, and there we have the slow on the human side. Big invul potion, nice against the hero FoCuS as well. FoCuS though, with the rat spot. He knows he has to take some risks, and snare and lock down the biggest item on the map goes to the Korean.
AM is coming over though. MK soon to be joining without the Blade Master here.
He gets the last hit, man.
There we go.
But he can't risk it.
Gets it in time. Alright, big item to be picked up. The Hood of Cunning.
Not too big.
At least it's a bit of agility, but yeah, not that great.
Actually, it's a very good Blade Master already with plus 13, right?
Yep, and the Kodo is going to help out as well, which should be joining the battlefield here soon. Cash with a slight supply lead. The nice thing about rifles on this map is that it makes creeping the fountains possible for human. Without rifles, it's a nightmare, because with the inner fire and everything, the Drake camp, really hard to take out. But he's not going towards that just yet. Remember, the TP is gone from Cash still, so this is really scary to move out on the map.
There is a little ambush. Does FoCuS want to fight already with a level 2 heal wave? Doesn't seem like it. He gets the heal scroll though, which is always nice against Clap. Cash now mixing in sorceresses as well, so not too sure if he has Clap, but he should have Clap. Peons are coming in. Archmage will see this. And snare engagement, and immediately taking out this sword.
Trading for a grunt. Where's the heal wave? He was in animation there, but too late. Militia have to be called from the main base as well. The Clap coming in there, but only level 1 Clap, not the most scary. And the front line is completely missing.
My god, FoCuS is exploding into this fight. Militia maybe a little too late. Cash is just not getting the kills here. Supply lead now on the side of the Korean. 2 more kills for FoCuS, who's going on a bloodbath here. And 1 more. Of course, these peasants are supposed to die and soak up damage. But the Mountain King, where is his effective damage? It's basically not there. FoCuS is cleaning house.
Yeah, the level 2 MK so in the late game just doesn't need to be enough anymore. AM in trouble, getting ensnared, getting focused, has the invul still. Will he have to use it? How are these raiders still all alive? Usually they die first in these big engagements. MK now forcing to the invul himself, but the healing is all gone from the human side, from the orc side. No more mana on the shadow. No more heal scrolls either. Yeah, the heal scroll might be gone, but the entire army of Cash is gone as well. We have 2 riflemen remaining. Yeah, Clap, but only level 1. That doesn't hurt too much. Cash can only run away, but how can you run away against Nets and Hex and the Blade Master that's so fast with boots? Another kill for FoCuS, and man, this MK goes 6 feet under. Oh. What a stomp in this fight. No emotion, no mercy. Rarely do we see a mid-game where one player loses his first hero and then owns the just a few minutes later so hard. Just stomps through the fight with complete ease, it seemed like. The militia being late was a big mistake.
Yeah.
That was a big, big mistake by Cash. He must know it as well. They also ran past the fight kind of for a couple of seconds. And with the reduced duration, that's not what you want to have happen.
Also, no level 3 MK despite the Blade Master kill.
Yeah.
Not too sure if he was focusing on the right objectives here in the mid game. Apparently not.
Yeah, when he went towards the red camp, he wanted to contest the Overlord. He was too late for that, but he probably should have crept the remainder of the camp. It's still decent experience. That would have been level 3 for him, but wanted to go back to his side. Creep of the natural, I guess, but there was FoCuS ready to look for that fight. And the level 3 Shadow, we saw how strong he can be. Superior healing, superior heal scroll, and the MK not getting to the carry stage where we've oftentimes seen him. He is still a hero who's highly reliant on levels.
Absolutely. Yeah, level 2. We saw it also on the Stormbolts. Like, it's okay if you go Stormbolt Bash, but you need that level 3. It doesn't matter for what. If you want the AoE to slow everything down, you need level 2 Clap. If you want the single target damage against the Raiders, you need level 3 for the Stormbolt. Otherwise, there's just too much. There's Spirit Link, there's Heal Wave, there was this Heal Scroll in this very case. So FoCuS was ready for what Cash had. There was also only one Sork, so if you go away from Clap, which she didn't, you need more. Mixing in that Sork there, also maybe a mistake. If you have Clap, you don't really need them. It was weird.
Yeah, like a single or two sorceresses is like really underwhelming. You slow down one or two targets, okay, they're trailing behind, but the rest is still attacking you. The rest is still chasing you, ensnaring you, and killing you. So I guess Cash needed more time. If he had had 2 more minutes, maybe 3, he gets more sorceresses, he gets up to 60 supply, he gets level 3 MK. Maybe even gets level 4 Archmage. This can all look very different. But FoCuS, finding the sweet spot there, finding his power point, his peak, to look for that fight even before the level 3 AM. Not being dissuaded, not losing confidence, despite that 3rd hero loss of his in this tournament.
Was it a mistake to go for the Boros that hard and not TP out earlier when the Archmage was so hurt? He was basically just racing for his life across the entire map to try to heal up a little bit at the fountains, and that cost him a lot of time in the early as well.
Yeah.
Maybe go with a staff or, I don't know, TP out earlier.
Yeah, it can work out a play like that, going for the Boros, but it always comes at a risk. What if it doesn't give you the advantage you want? If you go for creeping, if you go for level 3, that should always give you something moving towards the mid-game. It looked good with the Boro cancelled, but wasn't good enough. FoCuS here, convincing in the first map, moving on to Echo Isles now on the second. The human choice counterpick is Echo Isles. That is so unusual. Perhaps he has something special lined up.
We'll see. FoCuS on the way to being the 3rd Korean in the top 8 alongside Moon and Lawlight, and the first Orc in general to make it. Orcs have 2 more chances though later with Fly and Lin. For the Western scene, there's only Cash as a hope to follow Happy to make it 2 out of 8. Will it be Mountain King first? Will it be Archmage first? Will it be Blood Mage first? There's a lot of opportunities for Cash to pick from now. FoCuS is playing it blind at the beginning, I guess. There's no scout going on from him most of the time. I would be surprised to see a scout. The altar is pointing towards the green spot, so from that we can judge that he goes green spot into harass again.
I would assume so, I guess. Anything other than AM would be a great surprise here to me. AM by far the easiest hero to play, and of course Cash, not a main race human player, doesn't have that much practice with the race in the first place, and also not with MK or Blood Mage first. So it's going to be AM versus Blade Master, the good old standard. If you do want to go for Boro cancels, this is a good map for it. Echo Isles rush distances are very small, of course, but once again, that is going to mean that you're going to be remaining low level for a while. The nice thing here on Echo is that you can go from the green camp, then be aggressive, and then Militia can take out the next green camp to give you level 2 while you're in transit. So that's pretty nice to at least get the aura, which otherwise you wouldn't be able to get. And, well, I guess that's his game plan. And on Echo, I think it makes a lot of sense because getting level 3 here is not easy at all. You get the first 2 green camps outside your main, but where else can you go after with the Archmage? The Murlocs, perhaps, but everything else is far from safe, and a Blade Master can always be on your heels.
And you kind of don't want the poison damage early, because the shop is usually only available at mid-tier 2, and you don't have really healing in the absence of fountains on this map. It's 2019 and not 2004 anymore. FoCuS with a fast tech with a later shop, so he can claim that item here. Is it again the claw? No, Gloves of Haste this time. And Archmage is running over already. Creeping the spot with Militia. Circle it for him. And the Footman is scouting and preparing this attack already. Seeing, oh, there's a burrow. I want to get that again.
He wants to get the Null Camp away from the Blade Master, I guess. That would be his level 2 then with that as well. Militia can still be used. Called in the meantime. And yeah, he's again playing with level 1 aggro. Alright, I guess that's his game plan here early on, but oh my god, the Peon block. Does he block him again? He blocks.
Wow, he even blocks the
Holy
water elemental.
crap.
Next level orc defense.
Oh my god, FoCuS. He is bulletproof against this nonsense.
I mean, 2 footmen in, okay, but that's about it.
That's beautiful.
3, sorry.
I am certainly a player who appreciates base layout, and this is just beautiful.
How often did you, like, flame him for his base layout in the past? He stepped it up so much.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
This is beautiful.
That is actually so good. Pops the scroll of speed to get the kill there with the grunt, and to save the peon into the burrow. FoCuS. Jesus Christ.
And getting the kill in the back. And another one maybe. Oh, even the deny doesn't work. Hello, level 2.
And this is how you play one burrow safe. You have to play it perfectly, kind of like FoCuS here, to be safe. But if you play it perfectly, even the one burrow tech is safe.
Cash is getting absolutely destroyed. Another footman kill.
Wow.
This is a level 2.5 Blade Master after a single spot. Wow.
He got so much experience, that's ridiculous.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh my god. This is such a bad early for Cash, it's insane.
It's not even like that he can pool up some mana and do that again. No, no Brilliance Aura. That's the downside of this early aggression. FoCuS was so ready for this. Maybe a little too one-dimensional for Cash to try that twice in a row.
I think that's beautiful. How he just had everything covered with this opening. Every possible avenue.
Would you say it's breathtaking?
It is breathtaking.
A player's forces are
I'm
under
amazed.
attack.
I'm amazed.
And the Archmage, yeah. This is a town portal. Or is it? No, there should be another Windwalk soon. It takes some time. No Shadow Priest, of course, to heal up. But yeah, it's the same situation as it was on Concealed Hills, and this time no fountain to help him.
Oh boy. Cash, how do you get out of this hole? His tier 2 tech is later. He doesn't even have a shop yet. There's no new scroll on the Blade Master right now. He's 2.5. What the hell?
Can the grunts block? There is Windwalk now. I'm not going for it though. Also no tech.
But once the Shadowhunter comes out, he's gonna have a new scroll of speed and then a Hex plus FoCuS. This AM could be dead. This game could be over. This tournament could be over for the Russian.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. 2 times close to the top 8. 2 times, apparently, judging from the situation now, failing to accomplish that. Okay, time for boots now, but that's 250 gold. Oh, actually not. Just the circle. Dust, I guess. Yeah, dust. Got the circle before.
Blade in the middle with utter map control now. Can kind of do what he wants for the next minute or 2. Perhaps even 3. Gonna get the big consumable, whereas the Shadowhunter is in the bottom left, creeping there solo with the grunts. Great efficiency by FoCuS.
He must not be afraid of anything right now. Like, whatever Cash has in his arsenal, nothing can scare FoCuS, really. Shadowhunter needs some time to get online, but you already get the big invul from the north, and I can only imagine with like 3 grunts, he will be faster to creep the shop as well. And then it's time for the first items too.
Yeah, exactly.
At least Cash is getting some experience here, but there's 2 footmen on the silver platter, and same goes for the Archmage. Invul potion! He just wants to blow through this.
Dodging the Stormbolt with that as well. Can't get the kill here. And that's kind of a big invul wasted. Oh, guess what though? Could be traded for a TP. Is he fast enough to heal from the priest?
Oh, Stormbolt is ready. But
Wait,
now there's no
is he
mana
dead
anymore.
again?
Nah,
Oh my
nah,
god,
nah,
oh my
it's
god,
not
oh
enough
my god.
damage. Walks it off. Oh, Archmage is trying to chase. He's still revealed. Is the Archmage fast enough? If only he had boots. Healing cancel, but he needs more hits. And he is not.
5.6 armor, no problem.
Yep.
Shadowhunter at the shop now at the perfect time. Once it hits daytime, means he gets the heal scroll. And probably wants also the invul as he just used his earlier. That was a bit of a waste, but he was going to buy the invul anyways, the next one, just to keep it away from the opponent. So the usage there, I think, was totally fine. Didn't get as much as he was hoping for, but still.
The trifecta is completed. Circlet, gloves, claws. Oh, and there we go. But the invul might be better. FoCuS with the ward now, so the Blade Master's not revealed for now. No expansion on either side.
Somehow FoCuS is deep down in supply. Don't know how that's the case. Perhaps he was spending so much on repair and items earlier. So Cash still able to muster a decent attack, but the big thing that's missing is the level 3 on the AM. Still far away from that one. First, Nightcrawler gets taken out, but that wasn't the item carrying creep. Now it is. Or even investing the Hex, he wants that item. Another pair of claws, perhaps? Circlet, also nice.
Yeah, always good. Mountain King again struggles so hard to find levels. This time even the Archmage struggles to find levels. He still has the town portal, that's okay. He's stealing some stuff from FoCuS's side, but this is all time for FoCuS's army to get online. 40 supply, actually 10 supply lead for Cash. Where's that coming from? A lot of money went into items, of course, for FoCuS. And he's taking it slow.
Levels are looking good, though.
Yeah.
Should be solo leveling the Shadowhunter here, definitely.
Whoa, Cash taking a risk. He has to, but that's a good idea. With Clap, that's pretty fast.
Level 3 for the Shadow. Regardless, ring for him at the Merc camp, not the greatest. Could be nice for the late master, I guess, maybe. But here, what's Cash gonna get? He needs something good. Pendant of Energy, the best drop here. Also the experience, very welcome. Finally gonna be level 3 AM. And the MK getting closer to 3 himself.
Seems like FoCuS looking for a fight. Claws +9. Nah. Not the greatest. Ooh, and reinforcements intercepted. Yeah. Nice move by FoCuS to position himself. The rally point now kind of revealed Cash's position. And FoCuS is getting shop control once more. Should be a heal scroll if he waits a little. Yeah, sold something. And there we go. Double heal scroll for the Orc. 3 levels. Ooh. And he finds him now.
He is so ready to fight.
Yep. He has everything.
Blade Master could get the footy here, but he doesn't have enough mana for the next Windwalk. Would cost him an invul, perhaps. That's probably not worth it. But he sees what's up. Kodo B's probably added at this point as well for FoCuS, and he is looking for the flank.
Even
First Stormbolt does nothing.
Just delays the fight a little, waiting for the breaker. That's the only one. He can't steal too much Spirit Link. Militia, will they be in time now? They are certainly earlier. The choke is nice, once again pointed out beautifully by the observer.
Moving forward here, Water Elemental in front. The Walkers should have good mana. We don't have too many Walkers though, only 2, so not infinite disenchant. However, also not infinite Water Elementals, with no level 4 AM just yet. FoCuS though, not overextending, not engaging too far. Once again, patient.
I love this shop. He has so much time. Doesn't want to engage into this choke. Cash is using.
There now.
Yeah, Cash is establishing like a good army with 62 supply, and that's basically his only chance, right, to mass. FoCuS is waiting it up with 630 gold.
Oh, double disenchant there on the Water Elementals. Usually the top humans always split them, but if you're not a main race human player, perhaps sometimes you forget. So the Water Elementals are gone, lots of damage, not now in this army, but at least the Militia helping out. The Clap is nice, it's really nice, but it's only level 1. Doesn't do that much at the end of the day. The Kodo Beast gets the Devour off there as well. Another Breaker gone. Now he can't steal all of the Spirit Link. It can be reapplied. However, Breakers mostly out of mana at the same time. The Blade Master dropping low in the front. It is dangerous against the Stormbolt, which was ready. But we have the Clap instead being used. But both heal scrolls still ready in the Orc's inventory. New Spirit Link coming in. Blade Master out of the invulnerability. Has to be careful now, but we have healing every time on time. Needs new Spirit Link. Blade still in a bit of trouble. And Cash is taking a surprisingly good fight over here.
Oh, there was the first heal scroll going in with the clap. The Mountain King should have one more Stormbolt maybe, or he's close to. Oh, but now he's about to die there. Critical strike for 100. Even the creeps are attacking. Ants there again. Invis, but it's not. It is!
Oh my god!
That's safe with 15, but he is out of the fight indefinitely. Archmage basically on his own. Raider frontline basically non-existent, but level 4 on the Blade Master now. You know what that means. How can he save this? MK Cash is getting quite a few kills there.
FoCuS though still with the big supply lead, 56 against 45, but everything hurt now. FoCuS wants to be left alone for a little while. He wants to have the clarities running and the heal salves as well with this shop, which was produced down there in the south. MK out of Invis again, ready to use some more spells. Very close now to level 3.
1 kill. He can get the creeps or the grunt. That is level 3 then. Oh, that's big. So Stormbolt for hero focus or clap against everything. Clap against everything. Heal scrolls are still there. Mana potion, he burned through 2 heal scrolls. Breaker traded for a grunt. Backline still okay-ish. He lacks priests a little maybe. Stormbolt. Oh, no. Going in for the clap is too risky.
The ensnares are finding the kills, or the breakers are getting taken out one by one. Speed scroll.
That
to
clap was
go
pretty
in.
bad. Yeah, countering the clap immediately. What a timing by FoCuS. And now he wants the kill. He smells blood in the water, wants to decide this series and goes to the top 8. If he kills the Mountain King, it's pretty much over. But he has Invis to counter
One
that.
more crit!
My god! Stormbolt again, saving him, but for how much longer? Chakram long distance! Mountain King goes under the mountain.
The Shadowhunter actually getting the last hit. Didn't look like it was going to be enough damage, but it was. And now, without the clap, without the Stormbolt, how are you supposed to hold on?
No control. Basically no control. FoCuS is storming forward. 10 supply lead. Archmage out of mana. No chance to go to the tavern. Also low gold.
And not enough slow. Some of these targets are slowed, but not all of them. And you need everything slowed here to have a chance. But that's not the case. And the Blade Master just isn't getting dealt with. Somehow Cash is still finding kills, even without the MK. But looking at the supply, he's still down by more than 10. We have call to arms now. Everything is being thrown into the ring. Perhaps the militia can help out. At least level 4 now. More mana for everything.
So many kills. Blade Master's getting close to 5. There was one last heal wave, but the Blade Master is not surrounded. Can withstand this FoCuS on the Archmage, who's so squishy. And now everything is falling for Cash, dropping below 30. Can he block again? Can he kill the Blade again? No, level 5! Gets the kill though. Fireball is enough. So the big damage dealer is out. Archmage left alive.
When does the MK come back? It may be time for FoCuS to run. Level 5 hero is extremely expensive to Tavern Revive. Around 700 gold.
You can say about Cash whatever you want, but boy does this man have some fighting spirit. Throwing everything in that ring. How much is left economy-wise? He's getting gold, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and he's got enough lumber basically for the rest of the game. So he's got that covered. Oh, he did Tavern Revive the Blade Master.
Whoa,
Wow.
that was expensive.
Yeah.
But at 50 supply, he can afford it.
Doesn't have the money now though for heal scrolls, which are again available. Shadowhunter close to 5 as well. He could still creep level 5 because there's actually lots of camps still left on the right hand side of the map. This army. 2 Sorks and a Breaker.
Yeah, it's
oh boy.
it's not time to be aggressive, that's for sure. But is there a camp left to get level 5? Remaining mercenary camp? I don't know if that's enough. Okay, FoCuS wants to end it now. That last fight was hard with call to arms.
240 crit.
Yep. Will we see the wrath of the blade now? Blizzard would be insane now, but of course no Toma retraining available.
This big brutish force is very scary right now. Cash needs more army. 33 is not enough.
Holding on and trying to buy time for more army. He still has 350 gold. No shop anymore, so no breakers. Gonna be really hard to deal with this. Altar is down as well. He's opening the floodgates. Now the Mountain King comes in for a clap, maybe. It's a decent position for that. Full mana as well. Boom! That's a lot of AoE. No heal scroll for FoCuS this time.
Disenchants again, hitting both these water elementals. A few more kills and the SH will be level 5. And he's going to need the healing as well, I guess. This MK, once again, doing a great job. But Shadow did hit level 5. This Heatwave now out of control. GG, well played. 2-0 for FoCuS. And the off-racing Cash won't be making it. He's out of the tournament, but FoCuS makes it to the top 8.
He will not be eliminated by a human in the group stage this time, not like 2016, 17, and 18. He's withstanding Cash's off-race. Fair play, shake hands. They know each other for a long time, of course. So yeah, the dream is over. The Western dream of 2 players in the top 8 is over. Happy still our biggest shot for sure. And that's the first ORC. He stays true to his race, unlike the last qualifier where everything was a little goofy. But yeah, first ORC, third Korean. FoCuS in the prize money ranks.
With a good play there as well, definitely outclassing the human of Cash. Like, that wasn't really close. But something that keeps on happening is Blade Masters dying. Despite how hard he owned that game, the Blade Master still died. I mean, he was kind of taking it sloppily towards the end. I guess that one much has to be said. But in the first game, this was a crucial mistake. Much like it was crucial mistakes against TH in their previous game. He has to work on that badly.
Yeah, did that happen to Lin as well? I'm not 100% sure in the game against Life. I can't remember really.
I don't believe he did, but I'm not 100% confident.
Okay. After the first winner bracket of FoCuS versus Cash, FoCuS was smiling all over his face. We'll see if that happens again, as the winner interview is coming up, of course, once again in Chinese/Korean. That's the first half of day 5. 2 decisions have been made. 6 players are qualified for the top 8. 2 more will follow. It's Fly versus Chimiko in a Korean orc versus human, and Lin facing his countryman Sok at the main event of today. Chance for 2 more orcs, or will we get the perfect race distribution if 1 player of each race wins their matches, which is not too unlikely.
Yeah, yesterday we had a lot of Orc versus Night Elf matchups. Today, quite a few Orc versus Human matchups, even with the off-raising Cash, more so than we were expecting initially. Jamiko especially is looking really strong in that matchup. Lin versus Sok coming up after that. That's kind of the question mark. Like, what are we expecting from these guys? On paper, Lin looks like the big favorite, but this is not the strongest Lin that we've ever seen.
Correct. Sok might have a couple of cool ideas. I'm looking forward to his play, maybe even with Blood Mages. But same can be said about Chimiko. Those are very, very interesting, playing absolutely different than Infi and TH. It's a different human culture that they have in Korea. And different strength, of course, in the players' abilities as well. Same goes a little for the Orc. FoCuS, Lin, and Fly are vastly different from each other, which will be cool to see the differences in those matchups, and of course to see who's going into the top 8. The names so far are really promising. 120TH, Moon, Happy, FoCuS, and Lawliot. Infi, of course, will not make it.
Which is the first big name not making it to the top 8. Last WGL we had plenty of high-caliber players not making it into the groups. TH not making it, 120 not making it. Those were big, big surprises. And today we had Infi as the first superstar player eliminated before the top 8.
Yeah, TH winning this group after wins against Colorful 2-0 and FoCuS 2-0. He has the clean sheet still as the only player so far. Cash made it against Colorful. First player who make it into the lower bracket round 2, apart from the strongest European, so he must not be ashamed. FoCuS is just not on his level, just a little bit above. So FoCuS not smiling that much as he was on day 1.
Was expected to win this game, of course, against an off-racing Cash, and yeah, started off with a bit of a scare there. That Blade Master loss unconcealed suddenly made him perhaps sweat a little, but still, solid play. Knowing when to fight, I think, was one of the biggest strengths shown by FoCuS throughout these 2 games. Finding the right engagements. He also had good early game in the second match, but he always knew when he was strong, hitting his power spike, and with that basically at an advantage, as the human opponent Cash just wasn't ready yet for a big fight. But of course, when you find your opponent and your orc, you can throw those end snares and force an engagement, unless there's a TP out, which wasn't even possible in the first game. Is this going to be now FoCuS in the top 8? impressing us even more, going even further. Top 8 is where we see FoCuS a lot of the time, but top 4, that is a rarity. We have seen him once in 3rd place, never in a final at WGL.
But chances got better with the elimination of Infi, one of his worst enemies.
Yep.
But I mean, you get happy for that, so maybe it's not that easy. He will face, of course, it's going to be 2 winners of a group against the 2 runner-ups of a group. So he can't face Lawliot there, but every opponent will be scary, there's no doubt about that. Maybe Moon is even the easiest opponent at the moment for these runners.
That sounds crazy.
That sounds absolutely crazy, but it also is a little bit true.
Speaking of matchups for the top 8, by the way, we're going to have group drawings after today's matches. We're going to have a nice little ceremony on stage. And our fairy, no, it's not what they're called in English. I don't know what they're called. But the person doing the group drawings anyways is going to be the legendary human player Sky coming here to the WGL studio.
To that. Speaking of human players, we have Chamiko versus Fly coming up. And if you want to get Chamiko a little better, get to know Chamiko a little better, we have an interview up with him on our YouTube right now. It's youtube.com/back2warcraft, where of course you can find all the other interviews with Moon, Lin, Happy, OC, and who am I missing? Cash, of course, as well as all the games that were played here in Shanghai for WGL 2019 Summer Edition, the $60,000 World Championship. Afterwards, we have Lin versus Sock coming up. If you like what we do, feel free to leave us a like or a subscription here on Twitch. You can also like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and join our Discord.